Welcome back to the True Transformation Podcast. And by the way, Happy New Year. It's officially 2023. This is my first podcast recording of the new year. It's been a while because just to be real, I took a break. I took a break from podcasting, focused on a lot of video creation for our YouTube channel, which you can check out. It's in the link. It's linked in the description of the show. And worked on a lot of projects for clients and building our team and so on and so forth. Anyway, I don't owe you an explanation. But I'm back and I'm excited because we're going to do a lot of podcasting this year, not just by myself, but with some really, really awesome guests. I'm excited with the lineup that we already have in place. I'm also making it a mission to get on other podcasts. So if you are listening and you have a well-established podcast, I might be interested in coming on your show. Nonetheless, last time I was here, we talked about my top 20 rules for fat loss, and I actually covered my first top 10 in no particular order, that is. But I have 10 more for you today. And we're going to knock out number 11 through 20. And we're going to fly through it because I know your time is valuable. So we're going to get right into the nitty gritty. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, do me a huge favor. Hit subscribe. We got a ton of free gifts for you. I've linked a few in the comments below. If you're a high performer in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or older, we got some really, really rock solid freebies for you. Go check them out, download them all, get started, get moving, get to work on your fitness plan this year because we're in the business of helping you succeed and thrive in all areas of life. You want to be a savage? You're in the right spot. A humble savage, you're in the perfect spot. All right, let's get into it. Number 11. So last time, I think what we'll do is we'll just recap real quick. You know, last time we ended off on the fact that losing fat comes in waves. All right, you're going to see some progress some weeks and zero progress in other weeks. Here's the thing: move your vision and what you're focused on to your habits and routines. Stop being so driven by the outcome. I mean, in life, this is all we live for, right? Is like, I want the results, I want the outcomes, I want the money, I want the cars, I want the house. And that's all well and good. But the problem is you don't get those things by focusing on them. You have abundance, yes, in your life, meaning you truly believe that all things will come to you. All resources are there. You will get anything and everything you've ever dreamed of. But just put your effort in the routines. What do you got to do every day to make it happen? That's where you should be focused, because if you just love on that stuff and you go, I'm all in on the habits, you'll get the results way faster. All right. So just ending it on that, let's start with number 11. So I know sugar has gotten a bad rap, but you can totally eat sugar on a fat loss diet, because here's the thing: all carbohydrates that you ingest, whether it's oatmeal, potatoes, rice, it all gets converted over to sugar in the body. They call it glycogen or glucose. These are all just fancy terms for sugar. What I think people are really trying to tell you is that if you're eating a lot of highly processed junk food that is sugary and also contains a lot of fat and chemicals that make you go, wow, this tastes amazing, I want 50 of these, like Oreos, that's really hard to deal with on a fat loss diet, because it's going to really jumpstart your appetite. And you're going to realize that as many of these as I'm eating, I'm never freaking satisfied. And all of a sudden the calories really start to pile up. Not to mention, it's just not healthy. That stuff has a lot of junk in it. Not saying you can't eat that stuff and lose fat, but let's just stop demonizing sugar. It's not sugar itself that's the problem. It's food in general that is highly, highly palatable and just delicious. And you have a hard time stopping when you start eating it. So I do recommend keeping junk food that has a lot of sugar low on the totem pole in terms of how much you're eating every day, just for overall appetite control, energy, and happiness. But let's just stop blaming sugar for our issues. Number 12, let's track our steps. Okay. Rule number 12, track your steps. Activity outside the gym is key. You're only in the gym for 45 minutes a few times a week, or maybe 4 times a week, or 5 at most. What about the other 23 hours in a day? All right, fine. 16 hours, not including the sleep, right? What are you doing during those hours? Are you moving more, or are you just sitting around doing nothing, burning very few calories? Start moving more. Go for a walk once a day. move more when you can, and start tracking your steps. Rule number 13, fasting is not a magical pill, but it sure can help you when it comes to sticking to your plan. So I love intermittent fasting. I tend to fast every day. In fact, I just wrote down on my list of superhero tools that I want to use more. I put fasting as something I really enjoy because I know when I fast consistently, I tend to stick to my nutrition a lot better. When I start eating early in the morning or I'm picking up little snacks and I'm doing whatever, it's my appetite gets turned on pretty quick. So I like to push food till later in the day. And I like to start my food consumption with something that isn't really going to make me want to eat more. For me, it's like a thick protein smoothie or a protein bar or an apple, something where I'm just like, yeah, that was good, but I don't need 50 of them. And then I save my calories for dinner and then maybe a post-dinner dessert of some kind. All right, so let's go to the next one. Number 14, a big filling salad or smoothie plus lots of water can really put your appetite on autopilot, meaning the more we ingest something that doesn't, and it kind of plays off of fasting here, but the more we focus our early meals or just the meals in general during the course of our day on things that are not going to generate a massive appetite, we're going to be in the driver's seat when it comes to our appetite. Lots of water is key. I know I'll get a ton of hate for this and I'm fully prepared for it. But sometimes when those hunger signals hit, just grabbing something like a low calorie diet or a 0-calorie diet soda or a 0-calorie sparkling water is a great way to just say, no, I'm not going to eat. It's not time to eat. It's not meal time. I'm just going to have something that kind of quenches the thirst, knocks out that sweet tooth, and I'm going to keep it moving. Number 15, supplements. They're there to fill in the cracks of your plan, but they are not the foundation. They're not. Supplements are supplemental. They're like 1 or 2% of the game. They can help. They can definitely help. But they're not going to do the work. They're not going to knock out the big rocks. They are not part of the foundation. They're like the decorations as you get more fancy with it. All right, number 16. We're almost there, halfway home here. Sleep isn't optional. Sleep is not optional if you want to get in great shape. 7 to 8 hours per night is the standard that I recommend for most people. Some people need slightly less. I know some freaks of nature out there that can get away with 5 or 6 hours and be just fine. But there's also the other side of this. There's people who need more than that. You might be like, well, those people are lazy. No. They're not. They're not, I promise. I'm one of those people. I need more. I need like 8 hours to be a fully functional human being. That's just how I am. Not sure exactly why that is, but it is what it is. And I accept it and I roll with it. So don't shy away from sleep. I know for me, when I don't get good sleep, oh my goodness, life just is not great. It's not great. All right. Number 17, getting leaner, getting in shape, getting ripped, getting jacked, taking care of your health can actually make you more money. Now you go, well, here we go. Make me more money. Sure. How's it going to make me more money? Well, check this out. When you're mentally clear, when you have energy, when you have endurance, when you can stay focused, when you don't get bogged down or you feel like crap or you get sick or you just don't feel like yourself, that's not money-making time. Money-making time is when you are feeling rock solid, when you are functioning at a high level on all fronts, when you are fully optimized. You show up feeling like a badass. Okay, I can do this. I can clear my head. I can knock out these reports. I can knock out this project. I can go crush a business deal. I can go make more money. And I feel more confident too with my connections, my network, the people I want to talk to, the people I want to meet with. You have more confidence in your meetings too. People take you more seriously. You know, people want to do business with you because they're like, oh, this person's he's got it, right? Whatever it is, he's got it. Number 18. Hope this is doing well. By the way, if this is doing great, do me a huge favor. Leave me a review. Let me know in the reviews if this is stuff you want more of. The podcast is we've been doing podcasting for a while now, and I love it. I love it. I took a break from it just so I could come back stronger and better than ever. But you know, I want to know from you, what do you want more of? Do you want more guests? Do you want more podcasts like this? Just me, just rapping at you, giving you some value. What do you need? Let me know in the reviews or just shoot me a note. My email's in the description. If you want to shoot me a note on the podcast, that would be awesome. I'd love to hear from you. All right, the last three we got here. Number 18, if you don't enjoy your plan, or at least find parts of it to enjoy, you're not going to see the results you want. You'll end up trying something else. So it's funny. Today I was looking at the meals I want to make this week, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make something I really want. I want chicken parm. I just do. This week I want chicken parm. I don't want it every week, but this week I do. So I pulled out my healthy chicken parm recipe. I added a couple little nuggets to it that I'm trying this time. Nothing crazy. Just truth be told, I'm adding a thin slice of provolone below my mozzarella cheese, which I'm giving it a shot. It's something different, but I've been craving it. So I'm like, why not just throw a few chicken breasts in the air fryer with some cheese and tomato sauce on it? It's high protein, low calorie, tastes great. Like, I enjoy that. Why not enjoy the plan while you're getting results? You don't have to be miserable. This is not misery, 101 or torture 101. This is like, let's just control our hungers with, high protein, filling, delicious meals, workouts that make you feel good after you're done. Go for a walk, clear your head. Like, that stuff's enjoyable. Like, just embrace it, right? Embrace it. If you don't enjoy parts of it, you're going to quit. Like, that's just how we are wired. If we're not getting some pleasure from things, we're probably going to move on. Number 19, understand one thing. Your body is your responsibility. Stop blaming your circumstances on anything or anyone else. This is 100% on you. I say this with all the love in the world. Take ownership for everything in your life, the good, the bad, the great, the ugly, and everything in between. It's just empowering. It's like an empowering feeling to go, everything is my fault. So now what am I going to do about it? It's like, if it's all on me, well, then cool. I got the power to change it. If you're like, well, it's someone else's fault, or it's this person's fault, or this circumstance, or this or that, you've already given away all your power. I mean, my high performers out there know what I'm talking about. If you want to be a pro level at something, you have to be willing to own not just the great, the tough stuff too, the failures, the small hiccups, all that stuff. All right, last one, and we're going to wrap today's show up. Number 20. Remember, this isn't about just looking good. It's more about not dying 30 years too young and also living your best life while you're here. Picture this. I want to paint a picture for you. If you think about a year from now, okay, we're at the start of this new year. A year from now, picture this for a minute. You wake up, you walk to your bathroom mirror. What do you see? Well, picture your body as a lean, jacked, and I call it humble savage, someone who's just rock solid, doesn't have a massive ego, but just feels extremely confident. You have a body like a Greek god or a Greek goddess if you're a woman. You read your goals taped on your bathroom mirror. This is an important thing because you have no choice but to confront those goals in the morning if they're there. Do your morning meaning and mindset routine. That's what we call it here at TT. This is gratitude. This is reviewing your vision, who you are, what you're all about, your personal brand. You're in the zone. You don't pay attention to the news, the mainstream media, and whatever else pop culture garbage they're feeding you. You drink water. You take some electrolytes. You take some TT pre-workout. You get after it. You don't wait for motivation to show up. This is the life that you desire because whatever you set your mind towards, you can do. Your identity is dialed in. Your personal brand includes a healthy and fit mind, body, and spirit. You're crushing it in all areas. Lean, strong, and powerful. Becoming more successful every single day. Your energy is on full tilt. Your testosterone's dialed in. Your blood work is where it needs to be. You can see veins in your arms and legs before you even start your day. When you walk into a room, you command attention. Your presence is felt. Now, let's zoom out for a second. This is your life by design. Your career, your physique, the place you live, the projects you're working on, and of course, the people you share it with. You wake up with purpose, fully mission focused. Your life has meaning. You have people you love and care for. This is the TT lifestyle. This is the target I have for you if you're listening. I want to create winners that are rock solid on all fronts. This is what we do at the True Transformation. It all starts with the fitness and the health. You start to win on the fitness front and your life gets really, really good. So are you ready? Are you ready to make this year your year? whenever you're listening to this, your year could start right now. It doesn't have to start in January. It could be in July or August or whenever. You ready to start? Because life moves fast, and I want you to come make it count with us. And if you've been in the rut for the past few years, I know it's easy to stay in that comfort zone. It's easy to stay miserable because the problem is time flies by. Nothing changes. Then another year goes by, then another. And pretty soon, we're 5 years later, and you haven't made the changes that you want. Think about it. Like, we're only 2 years away from 2025. I remember it was just 2020 just yesterday. It's like, you might be listening to this in 2030 for all I know, but I promise you, no matter when you're listening to this, time is flying by. Where does it go? I don't know. But nonetheless, we have a choice. Take action or don't. So if you're interested in our coaching program, we're here to shake you out of that little comfort zone that you're living in, because I promise you, you'll thank me for it. No more drowning in beers and nachos every weekend. Let's get you out of the rut that you're in. Let's get you into something different. Okay, so come join the squad. We have links in the description below. We'll welcome you with open arms. The community is ready to take you to another level. My name is Josiah Novak with thetruetransformation.com. Life moves fast. Make it count. I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks for listening. See you soon.